Hey everyone, it's Renee and Erin here, and we're super excited today to talk to you guys about the newest in fitness solutions we have at the Princeton Club, which is the InBody composition machine. And Erin, you want to talk a little bit about why this is so exciting for us to have?
Yes, all of us, our trainers, are really excited to share this with the members. What the InBody does is, we'll show you in a minute. Renee is going to get on there and actually do a scan. But what it's going to do is it's going to push out some numbers, some results that we can look at to see really what your body is made up of. So different things like how much intracellular water you have, how much extracellular water you have, your body fat mass versus your skeletal tissue, really what you're made up of. So not just being on a regular scale and saying, okay, I'm 150 pounds. Okay, what is that 150 pounds? And is that in a good zone? Are there things we need to work on? It's a really good tool for us trainers to help guide us in, okay, we want to get her skeletal muscle mass up a little bit, so we're going to increase those weights and try to increase that number. It also has other numbers on here, just your body fat percentage, so we can look at that. It gives us your basal metabolic rate, which is going to tell us how many calories your body is burning just at rest. And it's also going to give an idea of, okay, where ideally should you be for each category, as well as, okay, so do we need to lose a few pounds? Do we need to gain some lean body mass? Where exactly are we? And what is also really neat about it is at the bottom, it'll hold up to 8 different tests. So you can retake the test again in 4 to 6 weeks, maybe, depending on what the goals are, what we're trying to accomplish, and see what how those numbers have changed right on the piece of paper.
So ultimately, for almost any member that we have, this tool makes it just a little bit easier for goal setting.
Yes.
So because you have so much more information to work with, you know exactly, and the trainer knows exactly on steps you can take to make improvements in any area that you might need.
Exactly. And one of the biggest things that I think people get frustrated with is especially when they first start working out, they have this goal to lose 10 pounds. Well, they're working out, they're lifting weights, they're feeling good, they might even feeling like their clothes are fitting better on the waist, things like that, but the scale doesn't seem to move. So what's really nice about this, again, is it's going to show us what is exactly moving, if there are things moving, and then the trainer can adjust based on that as well.
Great. So why don't we check it out?
So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to have Renee come over here, and we have a height measurement. It's very important that your height is right, because this will affect the results. And I did already measure her, so I know she's exactly 5 feet. Very exciting. So, but that result is going to affect your body fat percentage and other numbers, so we do want to make sure that's right. I know I used to think I was taller than I am now, so it's always good to check right before. And then I gave her a cloth already, but we'll give her a little InBody cloth. What she does with this is wipes the bottom of her feet. She'll wipe the metal part on the machine. And then as soon as she steps up, she's going to put her heels matching the heel part of the machine, and it's going to start to weigh her right away.
Measuring your weight. Do not grab the handles or move.
After it captures her weight
measurement is completed.
It's going to ask her to enter an ID number, which we're just using, your cell phone number for. That way, the next time she does it with that same ID number, she can see her different results all together.
Then press enter.
It's also asking for her height and her age and her gender.
Place your heels on the rear sole electrodes. Grab the handles.
She's going to grab the handles. There's a metal portion on the thumbs. She's going to grab those.
Keep your arms straight.
She keeps her arms straight without her armpits touching.
Your arms must not touch the sides of your body.
And the machine will slowly start singing a song, and it will start reading those measurements we were talking about.
Do not talk or move during the test.
So what I can see on the machine is it's slowly reading her. It's got her weight down. It's sending electrodes through, figuring out her skeletal mass, as well as her percent body fat and her water in her body. And this machine, it has 4 different points.
The test is completed.
The feet, and the arms that it's sending through to collect this data. So now that it's done, it said it's complete, she can put the handles down, she may step off. It'll take just a moment and her actual results sheet will print out. And this printout sheet, you know, as a member, you can keep it. I know I've been keeping my clients' sheets so that I can compare them later, but also giving them a copy, things like that, so you can see the actual numbers that you want to see before and after however many tests you end up doing.
So here's my report, which I am happy to scan so you guys can all see in. And do you want to give me just kind of a basic idea of what mine says?
Sure. So what this report is basically telling us is it's telling her intracellular water and her extracellular water and how many pounds of her body that makes up, and then her dry lean mass that she has in her body, as well as her body fat mass. Those numbers together will equal her total weight. So now we have broken down what she weighs, what does that all mean? It'll also give us a muscle fat analysis. So that's the next section down, which will give the weight, the skeletal muscle mass, and the body fat mass all in a category. In this sheet, it tells us the midline about where you want to be. And then it also shows if you're lower or higher. So it's real easy to read what it's telling you should be. And Renee is very good. So that's excellent. She's right in the middle of where she wants to be. It also will do an obesity analysis, which is just going to tell us our BMI, which is simply a calculation between your height and weight. Doesn't take into effect what your body's made up of, but it does give us that number. And then it gives us the body fat percentage as well, so we can say, hey, you know, your weight might be a little bit high, but your body fat's actually great, so what you're made up of, you're doing a good job. It'll also do a segmental lean analysis. So it's going to take each part of your body, your right arm, your left arm, your right leg, your left leg, and your trunk, and break down where the weight is, how many pounds in each area. What's nice about this is we can see the difference between a right arm and a left arm, or a right leg and a left leg. So Renee's, it's pretty close. There's a little bit of difference. I can tell that she's probably right side dominant, but that's okay. That might happen a little bit. The interesting thing that it does help with too is, let's say you have an injury. Me personally, myself, I've had knee surgery, so my right leg versus my left leg can be different. You can see is like as you're recovering, are those numbers evening out? Am I gaining that muscle back? Things like that, which is really neat to see if you're in that kind of situation. It'll also show us basically a number that's going to tell you, is there inflammation in your body? So that's really important that number is right on track where it's supposed to be. If you did see inflammation, that's where you might want to be like, hey, let's talk about this. There's inflammation in your body. Should we go talk to a doctor about this? Why is this happening? Which is very neat to see too. On the top right, it'll give us a suggestion if she needs to lose weight or gain possibly more lean mass. It'll also break down the fat analysis in each part of her body again. It'll give us the basal metabolic rate, which is interesting because that'll tell her how many calories she's actually burning at rest. And the more muscle you have in the body, the more calories you're going to burn at rest. So that's something important to remember. It also is going to give the visceral fat level. And this is important because visceral fat is the bad fat in your body. So if this number was above 10, that would be more dangerous. You're more high risk for heart disease and other things like that. So that's a very important number that we want to see in the right category. But basically, you know, your trainer can walk you through what your information means, and you can either adjust your goals based on that, or you could possibly even be making new goals based on that information. But it really just is a neat way to really see what you're made up of.
Great. So this is very exciting. So basically, again, just to summarize, gives you a very good snapshot, a more comprehensive snapshot of exactly where you are with your health right now. So you can set those goals and refine the goals and get the help if you need it, especially with our trainers.
Exactly.
The other exciting thing is that we're offering this free for some of our members, for all of our members coming up over the next week or so. We're going to have that posted up where you're going to have the opportunity to sign up, get this for free. We're also going to always offer it free with our assessments that we offer new members, or if you're renewing your membership and you want to go through the assessment again. It's free with all of our training packages, so there's going to be a lot of chances and opportunities for members to take advantage of this great new tool that we have.
And along with that, we are going to run a special on personal training if you decide you do this and you're interested in then actually working with a trainer to work on some of those numbers and some of the goals that you may now have. We're going to offer a 6-pack with any one of our trainers for $2.99.
Awesome. Always working for a better tomorrow.